All right, we're going to get started. Good morning, boys and girls. Come on, do it a little bit better than that. Good morning, everybody. All right. Well, we are excited to be here, and I know you guys and girls that are graduating today are excited to be here. And thank you for all the other grades that we've got out there. What is that, fourth? Third? Fourth over there? Okay. And thank you also for parents or grandparents or however you're related to the child sitting up here graduating. Appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to come out and watch them participate in today's graduation ceremony as well. Before we get deep into the program, I want to introduce a few of my friends and coworkers and some other guests we'll meet shortly. But we've got quite a few officers here helping today. Over here we've got Officer Parkhurst, Officer Meeks, and on the back we got Officer Williams, Officer Rosensky, and Officer Dry, Officer Radley. Y'all don't know this guy sitting back here in the blue shirt, do you? Got old Crip with us, recovering from his knee surgery, Officer Todd. And also, I knew they'd want to give him a round of applause. Also got a couple of our bosses here, so y'all make us look good today, okay? We've got Lieutenant Fanning and Major Atkinson here with us. And another one of our bosses, I guess, too, the state coordinator for the Tennessee Dare Officers Association and heads up dare all over the state, Sergeant Scott Staggs with the Highway Patrol. Appreciate you being here. And I'll get to these other people, other couple of people here in just a second. We do want to start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. So when I call your name, young boys and girls, if you'll just come up and stand right here in front of the stage and just face the American flag, okay? Allison Duran Saunders, Cameron Ewing, Micaiah Nelson, Brittany Alvarado, Taquiria Benford, Jordan Hawley, Ayana Green, and Martin Harris. We'll let them get settled, and if everyone else in the audience would please rise, we'll let these young boys and girls lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Just to give you folks that might not be very familiar with the DARE program a little bit of background, it's been around for quite a while, 1983 to be exact. Started way out on the left coast. Former police chief Daryl Gates implemented the program out in Los Angeles. I guess it kind of made its way eastward, and we've been teaching it in the Murfreesboro City Schools and a couple of the private schools here in town since 1991. We've had so many stories come out of DARE about whether it works or not. And I can honestly say that I've ran into so many people over the years of teaching DARE that used to be young 10, 11-year-olds just like you guys sitting out here today, and I'll run into them today at the movie theater or at a restaurant, something like that, and now they're in their 20s, and they'll, recognize me, come up and say, hey, Officer Walker, how you doing? I'm like, fine, how are you? Do you remember me? And I'm like, nope, but let me guess. I was one of your DARE officers, 13, 14 years ago, and I'll say, well, did any of that stuff make any sense or did it work? And I frequently hear stories about young people making good decisions, staying in school, surrounding themselves with good people, and staying drug and violence free. So that's just a testimony. It's good for us as DARE officers to be able to hear those kind of things. During the past 10 weeks that they've been in the classroom, basically an officer will come in, and up until about week 8, it was Officer Todd. until he had a little accident at work. So we had to fill in for him the last couple of weeks. But basically, Officer Todd came in and went over a series of lessons with them, a curriculum that included things like making good decisions, dealing with stress, learning how to be a good communicator, learning how to listen, being a good person in the community, bullying. The list just goes on and on and on. And then along about week 8 or 9, the young people sitting here today had to write an essay about what they've learned in the DARE program, how they're going to use it in their life to make good choices, wise choices. So they've been through quite a bit. They've got a DARE planner that they worked in every week that they'll be able to bring home if they haven't already, and let you parents and so forth see exactly what they've been working on. They learn to work together in teams. They learn to work in pairs. Some of it's solo work, but it takes about an hour a lesson, and that takes valuable time out of the 5th grade classroom teachers, and we appreciate y'all too for letting them come in there for an hour for 10 weeks in a row, basically. We know y'all schedules are so crazy and so busy and things y'all got to do too. But we think this is just another great tool that they can put in their toolbox to learn to say no to a drug offer. Because unfortunately, they're probably going to be faced with a drug offer or something of that sort a lot earlier than we as parents would like to think that they would be. So hopefully we know they've got the tools and they know how to say no. So hopefully they will use those tools in that way. I'd like to invite Miss Garrett to come up for just a few minutes to speak to you. Dr. Garrett, if you'd make your way on up here, y'all make her feel welcome with a round of applause.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you students for all of your hard work that you've put into this program. I hear all the time from the officers how respectful you are and how much you have learned. Next, I want to thank the Murfreesboro Police Department for everything that they do for Hobgood Elementary and the city of Murfreesboro. There's not a time that I don't call that I have several people respond. And they do more than just teach DARE. They keep us safe every day, and also they mentor our students in the community and just do a tremendous amount for us, and I want to just thank them for everything you do for us every day. Also, I appreciate the Tennessee State Troopers for helping with this program and allowing us to put it on, so that's a great program as well. Give them a hand. And students, you guys are 5th graders. Some of you, a lot of you, will return to us next year, and some of you will go on to Buchanan and other schools. So take what you learned in this program and really think about it, because you will have some choices to make and decisions to make as you go through middle school and as on into high school and in life. And hopefully you will think back to when Officer Todd and the other officers taught you those things, and the ability to say no and the ability not to succumb to peer pressure. So we want the best for you, and you can always come back, and if you need someone to talk to, and let us know, and we will be here for you. You don't finish with us when you finish 5th grade or 6th grade. You can carry on with us and come back to see us. We have people every day that come back who need someone to talk to and talk about choices. And so remember all of those lessons that we learned through this program, and make sure that you say no to drugs and alcohol, because those things can have a tremendously bad effect on your life. And we want the very best for you, and we want you to return to us one day and tell us all the great things that you are doing in the world. Thank you.
Thank you again, Dr. Garrett, and thanks for letting us continue to come in and work with you at the school here. I'm kind of excited to introduce our guest speaker, because as I was saying a few minutes ago, occasionally you'll run into people that go, hey, what do you do, or what's your name, or I think I know you from somewhere. And I was working an event recently at Stones River Mall, and this young lady came up to me and said, "Do you do anything besides," I was actually DJing a special event at Stones River Mall. She goes, do you do anything besides DJing? And I was like, yeah, I work for the police department. She goes, I thought so. I was like, let me guess. And sure enough, about 10 or 11 years ago, she was sitting right there where you guys are in the 5th grade at Middle Tennessee Christian School. And I was her dare officer, so that was pretty cool. So we became friends, and I was really excited that she wanted to come out and speak. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Kristen. Kristen Perry is 20 years old. She's a senior at Middle Tennessee State University, and she is currently studying organizational communication and will graduate this December. She was crowned Miss MTSU in January and has been appearing all over the state. She was able to raise over $13,000 for the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital this past March, another event we got to work together, so that was kind of cool, through an organization called Raiderthon from one of the MTSU organizations. Out of all of her appearances, Kristen has been able to make, as Miss MTSU, she states that working with Murfreesboro City Schools is her favorite. How about that? So y'all make her feel welcome and give Kristen a big round of applause.
He's not lying. I love it here at Hobgood. This is the 3rd time you guys have seen me, and I'm so excited to be here. I'll actually be back in just 2 weeks, so you'll get to see me again. But again, I'm excited to be here. If you don't remember me, my name is Kristen, and you don't have to remember that because all you have to remember is the Miss MTSU, the girl that wears the crown all around your school. So I don't know if you guys remember, but when I'm here, I like to talk a lot about crazy dreams because I think that's really important that we all hold on to those really crazy dreams. So for a second, before I begin talking, I want you to take a minute and just think in your head, what is like the craziest dream I could have? What is my dream job, my dream car? What do I want people to think about me? I think that's pretty fun. I don't know if you guys have Pinterest boards yet or anything like that, but to just think about what do I want in the future? What do I want to work towards? And so let me tell you about my crazy dream. So 10 years from now, I'd love to be rolling through Starbucks every single morning in my Range Rover with the music blasting, wearing a cute outfit, headed up to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital to be a spokesperson for all these kids that need someone to fight for them. And I just want people to look at me like I'm a great role model, but I also want to have the cool things too, because that's okay. You can dream about that. And so take a minute. Think about your crazy dream. Do you want to be a basketball player? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a lawyer? What is that crazy dream? Do you have like your dream car, a Ferrari, a Camaro, I don't know, whatever your dream car is. All of those crazy dreams are good things to work towards. But something you need to remember is programs like this, the DARE program, they're going to help you get there because something like drug abuse will completely wipe out that dream. And I'm really honored to stand up here and give this message to you guys because I'm not much older than you. I'm only 20, okay? Like, I know you guys think that's kind of old, but it's really not. You're going to be 20 before you know it. And in just the time that I've been in 5th grade to a senior in college, it makes me so sad to say that I've seen some people that I've grown up with make some decisions that have totally affected their lives. And those dreams that they had, they're no longer achievable because they've decided to go down this other path, and it only takes that one decision. So, anyways, I'm not going to harp on you because I know you've done this 10-week program, and you guys are experts by now, and you're committed to this program. But I just think that it's important that you know that it may not happen. You may not be tempted by peer pressure tomorrow. You're only in 5th grade. Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. Maybe it'll be when you're a sophomore or a junior in high school. But to hold on to the things that these officers are teaching you, because we just really care about these crazy dreams that I'm talking about, that you all have like these goals and these jobs that you want to achieve. And I think they're all worth it. I think that every single one of your dreams are worth it to make those good decisions. So, That's really all I had for this morning. I didn't have a long speech prepared, and I'm not going to auctioneer for you guys again because I'll be back to do that in a few weeks. But I just thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. And again, I know right now in 5th grade maybe it seems like so far away, all of those things, but it's going to come so quickly. And then those little decisions are going to make all the difference. So thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Before we get on with the certificates, handing out and awards and stuff like that, I'll tell you a little bit about that. We do have a Dare Boy and a Dare Girl award that each one child and one boy and one girl in each class will receive. That is strictly voted on by their peers. The Dare officer, the teacher, nobody else has any say in that. We just ask the kids to not look at it as anything like a popularity contest or who dresses the nicest and all that kind of stuff. We actually ask them to look at each other and say, okay, when I run into this classmate 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road in high school, in college, as an adult, whatever, who is already showing great signs of leadership and that we think will stay drug-free and violence-free for their entire life. So it's a big deal if you get the Dare Boy or Dare Girl award. We think everybody now has the tools to be a Dare Boy or a Dare Girl, but we like to recognize one child out of each class, so we'll give those away. And then you'll also, we'll get a first, second, and third place essay award. And basically what that is those essays I told you about earlier. The Dare officer from each class reads every one of the essays, and then they try to rank them and give some awards out there, and we'll actually get to hear the young person come up and read their essay if they won the first place, so we'll get to hear those. But before we do that, I think Officer Todd wanted to come up and say something to you guys real quick, okay?
Very proud of each and every one of you guys. Before I move forward, though, I want to thank my coworkers for stepping up and filling in for me while I was away, or while I'm away. I really appreciate you guys. If y'all could give them a round of applause. The DARE program, to me, is all about your belief. If you believe in anything, it can be a successful journey. Officer Todd or none of the other SSEOs can be out there with you when you're in the world making decisions. But you have to take what we have taught you over these past 10 lessons and put that to your daily lives. I know each and every one of you can do it. I'm very proud of each and every one of you, and I look forward to getting back real soon and spending time with you guys in the near future. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, sir.
All right. I don't know what I did with my program, but I think we're going to get Officer Williams up here first and do the two classes that he taught. Thank you, sir. Yep. So we'll get Miss Gilliland will come up first. Appreciate it, Chris.
Yep. Ms. Gillen's class, please.
Sophia Boyd. Spencer Cox. Alexa Quilar. Allison Duran Sanders. Torian Elmore. Cameron Ewing. Aaliyah Gooch. Isaac Green. Ava Helton. Amy Luaju, Jaden Malone, Daniel Martinez Oquindo, Micaiah Nelson, Kyendia Prather, Jade Simmons, Elijah Smith, Oscar Trunco Lopez, Antonio Wyatt, Ahad Zaidi, Roberto Zuniga.
On behalf of Officer Todd and myself, we would like to make a small presentation to you. So we really do appreciate you allowing us to come in the classroom. Thank you. All right. We'll start with Dare Boy and Dare Girl. Ladies first. So the Dare Girl will be Amy. Dare Boy, Roberto. Third place essay winner, Spencer. Second place, Antonia. And first place, Sophia Boyd.
I was taught many things during DARE, like staying drug-free, making good decisions, and how to handle peer pressure. I learned that DARE will help me make good decisions about drugs and alcohol. I have learned in DARE about the health effects of alcohol, making safe, responsible choices, and reacting to pressure. Most teens don't drink alcohol because their bodies are still growing, and alcohol will affect them more severely than adults. Making safe choices isn't always easy, especially when you have to report on one of your friends. Sometimes it feels wrong to report on someone you know, but really you are protecting them and yourself. There are several strategies in the DARE book to help you avoid using drugs and other things that are bad for your body. You should change the subject, say no while giving an excuse, or just plain avoid the situation anyway. The best people to hang around at this time are non-users. When you are dealing with stress, you don't want to put all your anger out on other people. For example, you can use a stress ball or scream into a pillow. If you are dealing with stress, you will also have to communicate if you are going to talk it out with someone in a confident way. In Lesson 6, it shows you that you don't want to use an unsure or demanding voice when you are talking to somebody. You want a strong, confident voice. When you are reporting to someone, you have to know the 5 W's to prove that you know you saw bullying. Also in lesson 9, it says that you have to use the DARE decision-making model to decide ways to report bullying. And if you need help from a trusted adult, you can always use your help network with at least 6 people to go in emergencies. As you can see, me and my classmates have learned a lot in DARE, and I promise to stay drug-free for the rest of my life.
Next, we'll have Ms. Hines' class.
PJ Abels. Turkey Alamare. Brittany Alvarado. DeQuasia Benford. Tyqueria Benford. Alex DeRoche. Melvin Hamby. Jordan Hawley. Timothy Johnson. Lance Markham. Emmanuel Martinez. Tamaya Mason. Alex Mesa. Kamari Newsom. Kayla O'Dane. Jaden Rains Ownby. Damari Robertson. Leah Trevette. Nate Young.
Ms. Hines, on behalf of myself and Officer Todd, we would like to say thank you for allowing us to come into your classroom.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dear girl, for Ms. Hines' class, Jaden. Dear boy, Timothy. Third place essay winner, Timothy. Second place, Jaden. In first place, Kamari Newsom.
In my opinion, I feel that DARE is an amazing program because it teaches children how to handle their problems in a calm and positive way. Plus, The problem, plus the program lets children know the right and wrong about taking drugs and alcohol. What I have learned from Officer Todd and Officer Williams is how drugs and alcohol can harm your body. Another thing I have learned from them is how to handle a bad situation, whether it's peer pressure, drinking, or smoking underage. Why I think it is important to stay drug-free is because staying drug-free is good for it's not good for, staying drug-free is good for not only you but others. Drugs can cause impact on you and other people around you. The main reason it is good to stay drug-free is so you can have a good job and to support you and your family, and also don't end up in jail. My commitment is going to be staying drug-free and to not drink while in front of a steering wheel or about to get in front of a steering wheel, and to definitely not possess or be an addict to any type of drug.
Moses Amaya. Taquan Frazier. Ayana Green. Evan Hills. Maya Hurlston. Imarie Jackson. Brianna Jennings. Jamar Kearney. Kalila Knowles. Eduardo Lopez. Lola Lorenzana. Jalen Lucas. Simone McCord. Jakari Rore. Sophia Sham. Paola Segoviano. Jeffrey Tax. Atiana Woods. Isaac Zatina.
All right, our Dare girl from Miss Johnson's class, Atiana Woods. And our Dare boy, Moises Amaya. Third place essay winner, Paola Segoviano. Second place essay winner, Ja'Cory Rorier. And our first place essay winner, Jalen Lucas.
I thought that the DARE program was extremely educational and a lot of fun. I learned new things and ways that I can fix problems. It is very interesting. It is very helpful because it taught me to be a better person. The program will really help me make better decisions in the future. What I learned was that violence is never the answer to anything. The program showed me how disrespecting someone could hurt their feelings even when you don't realize how much damage you have done. It made me realize how much it hurts when you tease or bully someone. I think that I should think before I do or say anything. I realized that this program has changed my life. Some things that I learned is that tobacco has at least 200 harmful chemicals. That is a lot of chemicals. I didn't know that until DARE taught me this fact. Even though smoking is illegal, I think it is a bad thing to do. This program also taught me ways not to disrespect people. Here are a few ways. Think before you speak or do something. Walk away from people who are most likely will disrespect, and never try to disrespect anyone for popularity. I really appreciate Officer Tyler and Officer John for teaching us how to fix problems in situations such as bullying and smoking. They really helped me out when I needed help the most. They truly are great leaders and helpers. I look forward to helping others also. That is my main goal besides going to heaven. This program really changed my life. It has also inspired me to have a good attitude and make good decisions. I want to help others because of this program. I now choose to do the right thing. I hope that others will too. So this is how DARE helped me to do better. I hope it did you too. Thank you for everything you've done.
All right, next is Miss Matano's class.
Johnny Arevalo, Chloe Armstrong, Kaylin Bush, Brian Canizales, Charity Crawford, Preston Davis, Arturo Garcia, Jair Gonzalez, Autumn Gregory, Jeanette Guzman, Martin Harris, Miranda Isidro, Gloria Martinez Testa, Trayvon McKinney, Kayana Meyer, Diana Peace, Landon Rowley, Shalia Stevens, Elijah Turner.
All right, Dare Girl for Miss Matano's class, Charity Crawford. Dare Boy, Brian Canizales. Third place essay, Kayana Meyer. Second place is Johnny. And first place, Shalia Stevens.
Most people ask themselves the same question. Well, I'm here to answer that question. That is, what are the importances of being a drug-free person? Most of the people that actually do drugs usually do them because of peer pressure or to be cool. But in all reality, it's just wrong. When I hear the word drug, I hear abuse. Most people in this world want to live as long as they can for important reasons, whether it's for family, friends, or the experience. If you agree, the drugs are just the opposite of what you're looking for. Drugs can cause a lot of health problems and damage to your body, such as cancer, organ failures, bad breath, yellow teeth, and a shorter life. Most of the time, people start to get addicted to drugs in their childhood. Whether it's at school, out in public, or at home, anyone can try to influence others to do drugs because they are. But all you have to say is no. Whether you think it or not, drugs are not the definition of cool. One thing that I know I have learned from the DARE program is that staying away from drugs helps more than just you. It helps other people too. If you are young and you have even younger siblings and friends that look up to you, then staying away from bad drugs would influence them to stay away from it too. I also feel that since I've learned a lot in the DARE program, I know that others will too, and so I believe DARE is a good place to start. From the day forward, I'm making a commitment to stay away from drugs forever. DRUGS stands for disgusting, ridiculous, unnecessarily getting sick. Thank you.
There you go. Show ya. Yeah, good job.
All right, we'll bring Sergeant Walker back up.
All right, let's give all of our DARE graduates one more round of applause. Good job, guys and girls.